I will be sharing the WhatsApp link. You all can join this. Please join those who have still not joined. Mm. I'll be sharing the WhatsApp link. Those who have not yet joined the WhatsApp, please can join that thing. Because in future, we are going to share the shortcut link for all the shortcuts which are there in the Excel, as well as update of any new formulas which will be there, that will be shared on the same group. Students, this is the once again the group link. Those who have still not joined can join the group. It is going to be for your benefit. And today the lecture is going to be an interactive lecture. So you all can unmute yourself and talk to me on the place of using the chat box. All the recent updates you'll be getting on this thing. So don't leave the group once you are finished with the lectures. Okay. So how many of you all have tried using that evaluation sheet and completed it? Angel has tried half. Very good. Were you able to do it? Audio option is not yet given to you. I've asked the admin department to do it. We'll do it. I did it. Very good, Sangini. Lipika tried it. I don't have. I did, ma'am. So you all were able to do it. Everything. You got correct answers. Was it easy? Why not able to join? Sorry, ma'am. Got unexpectedly stuck in meeting. I will do it today. Not an issue, Rujita. I've tried half, but don't get time for full. It's okay. Had issues with COUNTIF. Okay, fine. See, admin will be giving you this COUNTIFs. You all were not able to do it. COUNTIFs was very easy. Shweta Mota tried it, but was not able to do ifs. Ankita. Okay, fine. Whatever queries you have, we'll do it. Now, quickly, we'll start with the sessions. There are only 36 people. Okay, fine. We'll start with the session because it is already 3. We won't waste much time. I've asked admin people to give you the audio, this thing. Let's see how they work it out. Not able to do ifs and some ifs. Okay. So most of there was, you all were having problem with some or the other thing. Fine, we'll do it. Don't worry. Now, without wasting time, this is a financial functions, and financial functions we have covered IMPT, PPT, PPMT, EMI, PV, and FP. Now, EMI, don't need to explain anything. We all know what is EMI, monthly installments. Okay. So, how to calculate monthly installments? Not able to see your screen. I'm sorry. Now you are able to see my screen, dear. Yes. Okay, fine. So, everybody back to financial functions. Quickly, we'll finish it within 10 minutes. How to calculate EMI? Very easy. We need only 3 things. One is the interest rate given over your loan amount already mentioned, and the duration. So the formula for EMI is PMT, payment terms. You select PMT. The syntax itself says that what you are supposed to select. There's nothing to explain. You read the syntax and you'll get to know. Rate is the rate, interest rate. Now, one thing you have to take care. This interest rate is per annum. See, I've mentioned over here per annum. So you need to divide this interest rate with 12. Okay, comma. Then they are asking you n per. N per means number of periods. See, here I've given that thing also. Formula arguments also I've clearly seen. Not able to see the screen. Everybody is not able to see, or only Sushma is not able to see. Now it's proper. Can see, able to see. Okay, fine. Okay. Fine. So rate we have decided, rate is per annum. So dividing it by 12. What is n per? N per means number of period. So I have my number of period over here. I select that comma. Going to the next syntax, that is PV. That is present value. Present value means my loan amount. I select that, close the bracket and enter. And my EMI is calculated. Okay, why it is negative? Because my present amount I have to put it in minus. Why minus? Because it is an investment. So I'm going to pay it in future. So I'll put it in negative because it is an outflow, and EMI will be an, sorry, it is an outflow, and EMI we are going to set accordingly. Clear? So this is the way I have calculate my EMI. Very easy. Once again, I'll explain you quickly. C3 is my interest rate. When I see the syntax, it is asking me rate. So rate means interest rate. Why divided by 12? Because it is a per annum rate. Then N per is in months. So I need to select months. Okay. And then PV is my present value. That will be a negative because it is an outflow. Come on, do it this quickly. And tell me that you are finished. Done. Very good. So total amount, very easy. It's a simple thing, is equal to EMI into number of months. That is very simple. Interest, how do I find interest? That is also very easy. Total amount paid minus what was my initial loan amount. This all is fine enough. But from mean problem comes where we need to segregate my EMI. I need to know that what is my EMI, from my EMI, what is the interest part I have paid and what is the principal part I have paid. This is what is important for our accounting terms. As a CA, if my client tells me that I have taken the loan at so and so, normally when you tell that client that you bring the bank statement, the loan statement, most of the time they make some issues कि कौन बैंक में जाएगा, वो बोला है, ये है at times. So if we have this thing ready, we just need to put the loan amount, interest rate, and the duration. And the things will be automatically calculated over here. So for your reference, I have really prepared this sheet so that you just need to put 3 items and your things will be done. Couldn't agree more. Bank mein kaun jayega? No, but most of the time they don't give, because see, if the client is an old client, they are not that tech savvy that they can use their mobiles and do it. Most of the time, when you really see in the practical life, you get it. I don't say that most of the clients don't give. They do give it. But then we don't get it on the time. And fine, if we are getting it also, this is useful for ourselves also. If we want others to invest, if we are there through bank, there are many CAs who are there in bank who arrange for the loans for their clients. So when you're arranging the loans, you really need to give them details at what is the interest amount you are paying, what is the principal amount you are paying from the EMI. You cannot just calculate EMI and give it to them. Nowadays, clients are quite smart. They want to know what is the breakup and they ask us. So if we have this thing ready with us, we can use this thing. So now how to calculate interest from the PMT, that is the EMI. The formula goes as IMPT, IPMT. Yeah, here it is. Tab, again the same thing. for a minute. C9 and C10. C9 and C10 is very easy, dear. Okay, I'll finish off with C9 quickly. It's just multiplication. You're multiplying the EMI with 10 months. And C10 is very easy. You are reducing the water total amount paid from the loan amount. Okay, coming back to IMPT, IPMT, sorry. First is the rate. So we select the rate over here. Again, the rate is per annum. So we divide it by, Control Z. We divide it by 12, comma. Then the next is per. Per means period. So period we are going to select over here is this. For which month we wanted. So it is the first month. We'll fix the column because we will copy the same formula everywhere. So if I want to fix only the column, how do I do it? F4. See, F4 fixes the column and the row for the first time. The second time when I press, it fixes only the row. The third time when I press, it fixes only the column and not the row. So my row is relative and my column is absolute. So it is a mixed cell reference. Okay, comma. Next, I need to choose this NPER. NPER is over here. My C5. Again, I'll fix it because I don't want to change it. So completely fixed using F4. Then comes my PV. So PV again will go outflows. It will be a -1. My PV is the same. Close the bracket. We'll fix this also using F4. And PV also will fix using the F4. Enter. So this is my interest which I'm going to pay from my EMI. What happened? From 1,04,000, I'm going to pay 8,000 as the interest in the first month. Now let's come to the principal amount. PPMT, the same thing. It is going to follow the same rules. Nothing is going to change in this. So we'll select the rate, fix it, divide by 12, comma, period. Again, we are going to select F2, fix it. You can either fix it the whole thing or only the column, comma, because I want the period to change when we are changing the row. So I cannot fix it completely. NPER is over here, fixing it, comma, and the last is PV, which is going to be a -1, fixing it, close the bracket, enter. So this is my principal amount, which I'm paying in the first month, and this is my IMPT. Now let's add both of them and see whether it comes to 1 lakh or not. So this plus this, and it is 1,04,640, which matches exactly to my EMI. So I can easily give the breakup to my clients that how I'm supposed to work. Simple, we have used our references everywhere. So we can just select this and drag it down. So entire payment schedule is ready with us. We'll use the auto sum again to recheck it. Auto sum, Control C, Control V, Control V. Here we get the entire thing. Here we get the entire thing. See. So this is my total interest I'm paying. This is my loan amount which I'm repaying it. And this is the total EMI I'm going to pay, which we have calculated over here. Now how to prepare EMI sheet when interest rate is flexible. Dear, then that will become very complicated. There are complicated formulas to be used. This is simply when the interest rate is fixed. showing you EMI sheet with the flexible interest rate won't be possible because that will consume a lot of time. Ma'am, can you show me H2? I want to see the formula. I've ordered somewhere. Yeah, sure. Deepika, I'll try to do it. One thing, is it Deepika who it was? Lipika, sorry. Lipika, I'll do one thing that since you are there in the group, I will share the link for this, that how you're supposed to do flexible. And every fortnight, I give 1 hour for the live sessions. So I'll give you the link for that also. Then you can come on the live sessions and you can join that thing, that how we can do it with the flexible one. Any things which you have, you can join my live sessions, that and within that 1 hour, you can go ahead and we can solve your problems. And in case if I'm not able to help you that time, definitely I'll come back to you with the for the in the next session. Yeah, so that is the reason I'm telling you that please be in the group. We'll keep you updating it. Please show the formula in G2. The formula in G2 and F2, H2 remains the same. Only the formula name changes. Nothing changes in both the things. Only the name changes. The syntax remains the same as it is. Done? Come on, quickly. Now present value. If I want to calculate present value of the loan, where I am having my EMI, I know I have to pay EMI at the rate of 10% and the period is 60 months. So how do I know that what is my present value of the loan amount? So the formula goes like this way: PV, open parenthesis, rate. So I select the rate over here. Again, the period is in months, so I need to divide it by 12, comma, N per means number of period, comma, and PMT. So PMT is your EMI. Here the PMT is your EMI. Close the bracket, enter. So we'll keep the MI as negative, so we'll get a positive answer. So the loan amount at present, for the present value of the loan will be 7,05,980. So where I know only my EMI, I know the period, and I want to know what is the present value of this loan, I can get to know easily. Done? Quickly go to the future value. The future value goes the same thing. There is nothing any change, same rate. The rate will be divided by 12, comma, N per is going to be the same number of periods, that is 12 months, comma, and the PMT. So this time we will not be having, we'll be having PMT, that will be again in negative. I need to use my F2 button, negative, and close bracket, enter. So this is what is my future value. So let's do one thing. We'll change this to the same thing so we can compare the present value and the future value. So the present value of this investment, which is there, is 7 lakh. Whereas in the future, after 60 months, that is approximately 5 years, It is going to be 11,61,000. Help me with your office contact person name, because name and number on urgent basis, WRC admin. Okay, it is a personal message. Understood? Going ahead. Very good, Harshita. Going to NPV, net present value. What do you mean by net present value? Here we have different years. We have the amount of investment. We have a discounted rate. So I want to know the present value of this amount. Okay, so how do I work it? So there is a formula, NPV. These are all formulas which are known as financial formulas. Ma'am, I know the reason, sir or madam. Okay, fine. NPV, rate we are going to select. So this is the rate. We'll fix it. F4, comma, values. Now value with which values you are going to select over here. You're going to select this values. The values which is inflow, not the outflow. So we'll select this values. Close the thing because all the values have been selected, plus my outflow will give me the net present value. So my net present value is 142. Of each outflow, my net present value is 142. I'll explain you once again. It is very easy. Either you can add it at the beginning or you can add it at the end. You have to just add the outflow. First, what you're supposed to select is the rate. And then you have to select all the inflows, close the bracket, and then add the outflow. So what benefit you are going to get? You're getting 142. If you're investing 1,000, you are going to get 400 in 4 terms. F2, ma'am, please, F2 for G2. F2 for G2, dear, where is G2? You're talking about the other sheet altogether, dear. Rashida, what is it? No, IMPT. Wait. Finish with this. We'll come to IMPT. Don't worry. Done with this, NPV, can you go ahead? Okay, coming to present value, how do we calculate present value over here? Is equal to, dear, once you finish, Shona, please let me know so that we don't waste time waiting for others. Okay, so how to calculate present value? So my investment, where is my investment? This is my investment. Okay, so investment divided by 1 plus discount rate. Okay, discount rate, close the bracket, and it will be raised to number of years. Okay. Raised to, where can I find the raised to? Okay, raised to number of years. So that is my B2. Okay, and I fix my this thing. because I don't want my discount rate to change. Enter. This is the present value. Of course, in today's 0 year, the present value of 100 is going to be 100 only. We'll pull this over here. So we get the present value. So in the first year, the 400, which we are going to get, actually in today's, it is 347. Okay. This is the present value, what I'm going to get it in the future. Now let's add up this. So alt sum. Let's see whether it is equivalent to net present value. Yes, it is equivalent to net present value. Hello. Hello. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Are you able to hear me now? I'm really sorry. Okay, fine. IRR is internal rate of return. Internal rate of return means I assume that if I don't invest in this particular thing, in this particular project, then what is the rate of return I'm going to get? So how do I calculate that? I need to know now what is the beneficial thing. So here I select IIR, I select this values, shift, and the last one, what I'm going to receive, comma. Now just imagine bank is paying, if I'm not investing in this thing, the bank is going to pay me 12%. So I say 12%. That is my guess. Guess means guessing of the percentage which I will receive if I'm not going to invest in this. So if I'm investing, if we're at 15%, if I'm getting 12%, whether it is going to be feasible or not, let's check. This is the issue. Is equal to IRR tab values. Shift and last, comma. And the percentage here I put 12%. Close the bracket. What happened? The percentage. I need to change this general format. I'll just check with this. There is some issue with this thing. The formula is absolutely correct. It is the range of cells which we are going to select. What is our inflows which are going to come? And then we are going to give the guess will be your always your percentage which you alternate percentage which you desire. What is the issue with this thing? I'll just let me check. Is equal to IRR open brackets values. My syntax is not going wrong. There is some issue. Close bracket, enter. Please excuse me for this IR part. I'll just check. I don't want to waste the time. Into 12. Why do you want me to do it into 12, Anushri? Why into 1% and multiplied by 12? It's one and the same. What you're doing. D2. You're taking D2. Why you're taking from D2 to D14? There is nothing in the 14. D2 to D14. I don't understand the formula. Okay, let's type it. If she's saying, let me type it. IIR, open brackets. She's saying D2. Doesn't make sense, dear. D2 to D14. Where is the inflow? C2 to F4. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. C2 to F4. C2. Why number of years? It has to be in the inflows. You're saying C2 to F4. You're including the discount rate also. C2 to F2. So you're on the place of values, you are taking number of years. This will not work, dear. I'm sorry, by mistake, I typed F4. It is B3. So that's what I'm doing. B3. Achha, you want to include me the B3 part also. Okay. Yeah, I made a mistake. It has to be B3 also because the outflow has to go along with the inflows. And then when I say it is 18%, it is going to give me the answer. Yeah, okay. I was selecting the range wrong. Fine, got it. Thank you. So IRR, it will go like this way. This is the internal rate of return. So I'm getting 22%. So 18% is anytime better. So I will get 22% out of it. So if I am having an alternate internal rate of 18, I should not go with this. I should invest it at 18%. Fine. Done with this. The only mistake was that I was not selecting the outflow. Rujuta, I have a doubt. I had a doubt. What doubt do you have, dear? If I go on changing the rate from 16 to 18, my IIR remains the same. Yeah, it is going to remain the same thing, dear. Even my 16 to 18, it is going to remain 22%. Because it is basically it is calculating that what is the rate I'm going to get. Maximum I'm going to get 22%. So either it is 16% or 18%, it is equaling the inflow with the outflow. Understand the concept of internal rate of return. What is internal rate of return? Okay, got it? Fine. Hit and tried method is you. Okay, fine. So done with this. Can we go ahead? Going to declining balance method. That is calculation of a depreciation. So that is what we call declining balance method or return down value method. It is that. How do we do it? Here I have already done the formula for you. I'll explain you. To save our time, I have already typed the formula for you. DB stands for the formula. The syntax, cost. You select the cost, salvage, life, period. Now why I have taken row C1? See, in periods, I have mentioned year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. Whereas I wanted this thing to change. So I've used a row formula in between. So every time when I copy this thing, it is going to change the row number and it is going to change this. So this first I'll fix it. I need to fix all these three and I'll not fix the row part. Just to explain you what is the row formula I have done. If I want the row formula to be copied in the other cells, automatically when I'm copying the cell, this row C1 will change to C2. And what is this row C1? It is row number 1, row number 2, row number 3. So wherever if you want to display this way like this way, the way I have done it, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. And I don't have 1, 2, 3 which I need to select. And still I want it to change. So what I'll do, see, okay, let me, on the place of row reference, I type 1 over here. Enter. Now, if I'm selecting the same thing everywhere, I'm getting the same answer because that 1 is not changing. So to change that 1, I need to select the year. But here I cannot select the year because it is year 2, it is not 1, 2, 3. So I use the row formula. What does the row formula do? The row formula over here is going to change along with the row number. So now when I use my fill handle, the row will change. Over here, it will become row 2. So it is going to take row number 2. So that 1 will become 2, 2 will become 3, 3 will become 4 and 5, so on. Understood? So this was just to show you how to use the row formula when you want to use it. So somewhere if you're not getting periods where you have to show it, if it is a table you are preparing or a chart you are preparing where you have to display that this is year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. So you can use this method. And why we take C2 as answer soon. C2 is just a row number on the because it is a blank row. You can take E1 also. C2, C1 is a blank row. That is the reason I have taken. I have not taken B1 because if I take B1, it is going to take the value of B1. You can take E1, F1, G1, any blank rows. F1 you will not be able to take because fifth row is having again periods. So very easy to calculate declining method. Done with this? SLN, very easy to understand. Please check the payment has processed by us. Okay, no, this is not for us. Straight line method. What is straight line method? We know that there is a constant depreciation, which is every year we are doing it. So how do we do it? Is equal to SLN. I will not waste much of time in this. Cost. This is very easy topics. It was just there in the financial formula, so I've included it. And life. We fix all the three things, comma, enter. Okay. Now here I'm getting the currency in the symbol. If I want the currency in my rupees, so how do I change this? This is basically I've kept it for currency symbol and format painter. Okay. This is very easy. There is nothing to explain in this. So how do I change this currency? I go to the custom. I can go to format cells also over here. Go to custom, and in custom on the place of rupees, go to currency, and on the place of dollar over here you are supposed to select rupees. You will get rupees are down. The more you go down, in Sanskrit also you get, in Urdu also you get, here in Hindi also you get it. So either in English you can select and you can click OK. So this is the way you can change the currency. This actually sheet is for currency. SLN is a very simple method, nothing to explain. See the syntax itself says cost, salvage and life. And you calculate SLN. Okay, currency symbol, we can change it like this way. The next is the format painter. Okay, what is format painter? Over here, if I want this format, book value, I give it over here equal to, I select the book value over here, enter. Again, this is coming in dollar. So if I don't want this in dollar, so what do? I select this click on Format Painter. So whatever the format of the cell is there is going to be pasted over here. Understood? Your depreciation, if I'm clicking plus sign, I select this, I give the reference, it comes over here. But the format of the cell is different. Here it is coming in rupees, here it is coming in dollars. So how do we work it? So we click on Format Painter. First we select the cell, copy the format, come here and paste it. Clear? Do you want me to explain anything else in this book, in this worksheet? Accumulated depreciation will be this in the first year. Quickly we'll do it. Book value at the end will be equal to this minus accumulated depreciation. Clear? Now, book value again at the start will be this thing. Enter. Depreciation, we can just select this thing. Okay, we can just copy this and paste it over here on the place of using the fill handle. You can just give the reference over here. T3. Okay, I have not fixed the 3, so I need to do F4 and then select it. Okay, clear? What will be the accumulated depreciation? Quickly, this plus this. Enter. This also I need to just fix it over here. F2. I fix both the things and then I can use my fill handle. Here also I fix this. I can use my fill handle now. Here also I can use my fill handle. Now somewhere I'm getting in rupees, somewhere I'm getting in dollar. So I select this, select the Format Painter, come over here. Select this, select the Format Painter. Using my Shift key. Okay, we can copy the format on an individual cell. You can select this. Actually, normally we copy it for the rest of the cell also. Just press F4 and it will be done. That is repeating of the last action. Okay. Done with this, will not waste much time. I'm sharing this link for the third one. Quickly, we'll go to the third one because that is very important. Get link. This for all. Copy link. Paste. Come on, quickly download this file. Those who have missed out how to download it, I'll show you. Link just now shared here. 1 minute. I think so my direct message is going to Anushri only. I need to give it to everyone. So for those who have not seen how to download, go to File menu, go to Download and click on Microsoft Excel. Then open the file from your. You close this file. Okay. Put this on the top of the thing. Where's my file? So if I want to find a recent file, I can directly come to recent and click over there. Okay, quickly I'll take the small topic form. Everybody can see this form thing in their home tab. Others, please reply fast. I don't have second Excel. Can anyone share that link? Oh, this is the third Excel sheet here. Namrata, you are not able to see. Anybody else? Lipika is not open. Okay, so we'll go quickly. How do we change this thing? Okay, forms. How do we put it? Be with me, come on. Okay, fine. Not able to download. Why not able to download, dear? I just now showed how to download it. I downloaded along with you. Ridhima, what is the issue? Try it again. Everybody else is able to download. Why not you? Okay. Come to file. Go to options. I've specifically included this. We are going to change what we are doing first. Understand what we are doing. We are customizing the ribbon. This ribbon, those who does not have the form option, we want that form option to be there for you all. So we are customizing the ribbon. So you go to customize ribbon. There you select all commands. Okay. Here you are going to select home tab. In home tab, you are going to create new tab. A new tab should be under the home tab, not a new tab on this thing. This is wrong what you are doing. So we'll delete it, we'll remove it, we'll come over here in the home option, and there we'll add a new tab. Sorry, not a new tab, new group, I think so. New group. We'll reduce this. Remove, and we'll come to home tab, and there we'll keep a new group. Once you have selected new group, you will select over your all commands, and in all commands, you'll come down, right down till F. And in F, you will find something called form. You'll select this and you will add it to the new group. I already have form in my custom group, so I don't need to add it. You will just click add and then click OK. Okay. So this is the way you can customize your ribbon. You get a form over here. Then those who are not having it, cannot open file. I downloaded it. Rashida, why can't you open when everybody can open it? I selected the form and what after that? You selected the form. It has to be added over there. Click on OK. Click on add and click on OK, Ankita. After you selected the form, click on add, click on OK. And you'll see the form in your home ribbon. How to go to Excel options, Aparna, I showed you, you have to go to the file tab. That is the last option available. Ankita, if you're already having this thing form in your, that is the reason you might get an error. What error you are getting? See, once again, I'm showing. Go to the file menu, go to the options. In options, we are going to customize the ribbon. In customization, what we are doing, we are customizing the home ribbon. So over there, we add a new group. Once a group is added, in that group, you can use the customization. Okay. Go and select all commands. After all commands are selected, you go and select form. That is my form. Okay, I already have a form over here, so the form is not seen in this list. Okay, so select the form, a normal form, not this excess legacy wala. The normal form which you are having over here. I do have it up. 1 second, I'll be having it somewhere up. Yeah, here it is. Form. I'll select this, I'll click to add. So it will be added in the new group. And then I'll click on OK. So you will not get any errors. See, now I have 2 groups over here and I have 2 forms. Okay. Now, how to create a form? First of all, what is this form for? When you're going to do data entry, we normally get this work of data entry job, or we want the data entry work to be done by our subordinates. So how it makes ourselves easy. Now, every time if you go and enter things over here, suppose if I have to enter the application number 1234, then 12345, it is very tedious. Then again, go and check which name it is there. Uh, uh, yeah, okay, fine. Hmm. Okay, so it becomes very tedious. Now, if I have to type the name over here, Zainab, then there comes the surname. I have to every time see, look, it becomes tedious job. So what do? I create a form of it. And every time in a form, I need to do it. What are the uses of the form? We'll discuss that also. Shift. I select this headers of my column headers, go to form, and a form is prepared. So here I will be easily able to add up data as well as change the data, delete the data, find the particular data very easily in this form tab. How do we use it? Now application number is typed. Over here I have only one entry. I want to complete this entry. So I type percentage 95 school. If I want to go to the next tab, I have to use the tab option, not the enter option. School, I say St. Xavier's it was. St. Xavier's area, I can say Andheri. Okay. Now, if I want to go to the next this option, so I'll press enter. The minute I press enter, automatically the data is saved over here. And my form is updated. I go to the next application, 123. Okay, I need to first convert this into the table. I forgot that part. So I need to convert this into the table option so that I can increase the database. My table has headers. Okay. So now I'll be able to, you can clear this style. So a normal thing can be done. We'll go to the home tab and then we'll go to the forms. Okay, so now the application number 123. Now if this 1235 is incomplete, but it is already there in the record. So how do I do it? It is already there in the record, but it is incomplete. One second. Rashida, what is the problem? You cannot open the Excel, so you cannot open the Excel itself, any of the files, or you cannot open my file. I'll share the link once again quickly so that we don't have any interruptions. Copy. Try with the new link. It's the same link which I'm pasting anyway. Coming back to forms. See, if I have to select this, I need to select the data also along with me, that it is included in my form. Okay. Now see, there are three datas which are there. One is the blank one. We'll see, find the previous. This is the first one, which is blank, which is seen over here. The second one is 1234. The third one is 1235. So if I want to change it, it is with everyone, dear Rashida. What is the problem with you? Others are able to download it. It's anyone with the link. Okay, this is getting changed every now and then. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, what is the benefits of this? Let us come back to it. Now, this 1235 is incomplete. So I can just come over here and complete it. Arpita, Tab, Chauhan. Tab percentage 96. Tab school, St. Xavier's. Area, again we can select Bandra and enter. So every time you press enter, your form keeps on updating itself. Once you finish with the entry, your form is updated and you get a new record. Now, if I want to find something, if in this form I want to find something, so what do? I go to criteria, and there in the criteria I give, suppose I want to find it with the name Zenab. So I give the criteria Zenab and I say find next. So it will find out the Zenab criteria for me and give it to me. So I can make the changes over there. If it is not 95, it is 98%. I can just enter it and it will be updated. So every time you don't, if it is, see, this is very small. This is not, this is a very small data which I'm showing you. Just imagine your data runs into lines. And there, if you have to find a particular thing, it becomes very easy. It becomes very difficult to find a particular thing. So using this form thing, you can just give a criteria, and criteria is setting for any of the things. Suppose you don't know the name, you just know the surname as Lokhandwala. You can go and select Lokhandwala over there. And whoever Lokhandwalas are there, they will be seen. Previous, your Lokhandwala. If I have one more, and if I want to add a record, 1, 2, 3, 6. Again, I have a name. Give me some name. Okay, Rashida is there on the top. Rashida Lokhandwala. So I use the tab key, Lokhandwala. This I can do it only with the help of my keyboard. I don't need to use again and again my mouse to go to the next row and enter this new thing. So now this time if I put the criteria as Lokhandwala, it is going to show me two criteria. Find next, find previous. So one is Rashida Lokhandwala and second one is Zenab Lokhandwala. So both the records it is going to show. And it will show me the record number also exactly, that I can go to that particular record. If I want to delete it, I can delete it. Suppose if this is the next record which I want to delete. So I'll just select this record and click on delete. And it will be getting deleted. Okay, so this is the uses of why did we inserted a table. We inserted a table so that automatically the lines keep on adding up. The table gets updated. Even without inserting, I think so form works without the tables format also. Fine, done with the form. How to prepare the form, what are the different things? Sorry, what changes do I need to make to this file? I'm late. See, nothing changes. Do you have a form over here, Rashida? In your file? If you have form, you don't need to make any changes. You just need to select the criteria and go to the form and you'll get this form option. Done with this, can we go to the pivot table now? The main topic of the day. So close everything. Okay, coming to data. Now creating of pivot table. What is a pivot table? You have a huge data and you want to remove, you want to extract some of the fields of the data. The entire fields you want to extract and you want a small comprised data. So you have a great data, from that you want to extract the information. So how do you do it? So click anywhere in the data, go to insert tab. You have two options. One is the pivot table. You can create, you customize your own table, and you have recommended pivot tables. So when you click recommended pivot tables, all different kinds of pivot tables which are possible over here will be seen in the recommendation. Whatever different kinds of pivot tables you can make can be seen in this thing. So you can select any one of them. Let's select this one and click OK. So I select this particular one and I click OK. And it will open on a new sheet. A new sheet will open on this. Okay. My pivot table piece is exactly below the chat. Fine. So a new sheet has been opened over here. Now this is a pivot table. Now what do you mean by a pivot table? I've already explained you what you can do with the pivot table. There are filters, there are columns, rows and values. Understand each field. Filters is used to filter the entire pivot table and it is outside the table. It is not inside the table. The filter in the pivot table is always outside the filter. Columns are the names of the columns over here. Whatever columns you want to add, that is the columns. Rows are the row headings. The headings of the rows are known as rows. And values, normally in values, you put all what is related to accounts. Accounts with means numbers like sales, MRP, bonus, percentage. This all comes where you can make calculations on any fields where you can make calculations. That field comes to the value. Clear till this? Understood? There are two ways of pivot table fields you can keep. One is side by side and another is you can click here and you can have it stacked function. Stacked function means below the field area. Your column heading becomes the fields for pivot table. You can select the column heading and put it over here. So here if we are having region, on the place of region, I don't want region. So I'll just throw this out back to the field area. Okay. So now I want customer name over here. So I'll select customer name as the row heading. Now each customer I want it in the region wise. So I put my region in the column. Based on the region, it is giving me the customer wise in which region, which customer is there, that is it is showing me my sales value. Clear? Clear up to here? Understood what is pivot table basic? This is the basic of pivot table. Okay, going ahead. Now this is the way we can form a pivot table. Now what else you can do in the pivot table? You can do many things in the pivot table. You can change the field settings. What is field settings? This is my field. The mouse. This is my field. Just excuse me, my mouse is not working. This is in pivot table, right click of the mouse is your best friend. With the help of the right click, you can do many things. Can we make charts? Yes, we can make charts. We are coming to that thing also. Don't worry, we'll do that thing also. That everything will be covered in today's pivot table. Click over here in the values. Now go to value field settings. When you go to value field settings, there are different settings. So if you want the sum of the sales, you can get. If you want to know the count of the sales, if you want to know what is the count in each area, each region. So you can select that in each region, how many times you're going to sell. So RFF for the 8 times, she has made it in Nasik. Niti has made 1 time in Mumbai. Zainab has made it 9 times and Gungun has made it 1 sale. So what are the number of transactions that you can use it in the count? How do you do it? One way is you click on the drop down arrow key, go to field value field setting. So this is one way. The second way is click on anywhere over here in the data column, go to value field setting and then change as per your requirement. If you want the maximum one, select maximum option and you'll get the maximum sale of that area. Clear? Try doing this. Two ways of changing field settings. One is in the field area over here, value field setting. The second one is right click and go to value field setting. Done? Okay. Now, can you see this numbers? These numbers are not in the number format. So if I give a right click My chat box is really troubling me. Okay. If I give a right click over here, if I go to number format, there I don't have to select. Okay, 1 minute. Here I give a right click. Don't go to format cells. See, you can do format cells also, but format cells is going to stick only to that underlining cell. So we use the second option, which is known as number format. In number format, you go to number format, go to currency, or you can go to number better. Better go to the number. Use the thousand separator and remove the decimal place and click OK. So your numbers are in that thousand style format. And this thing applies to the entire, when you use the number format, it applies to the entire pivot table and not only to that particular cell. Whereas you can do the same thing with the format cell, but the format cell option will work only for that particular cell and not for the entire pivot table. The difference between format cells and number format is the same thing. See, if I do it for the format cell, it is going to work only for that particular cell and not for the entire table. Whereas when you are using the number format, it is going to work for the entire table. Clear? So if you are making notes, you can make a note of this, that how always use a number format on the place of using format cell. Now, if I want to update the design over here, I need to take this down. Okay. Now, if I want to update the design, so I can go to the design table and there I can select the design the way I want and I can update it. So this is the normal thing which we do it on all the table formatting, nothing to explain. Now, if I want to remove the row headers, this headers, I want to remove it. If I just click over here, I can remove the row headers. Okay. Now coming to grand totals, if I don't want this grand totals over here at the end, in the row, I don't want the grand totals. I go to the grand totals of for the rows and columns, and the grand total will go away from my table. If I want to make a chart of this table, I don't need the grand total. My chart can be easily designed with this help. If I have my grand totals, then my chart is not going to present the exact way which I want it. Okay, how to get the pivot table field. If you are in the pivot table field will be open. If you are outside the pivot field table will automatically get closed. Clear? You can do this for the subtotals also. Now, along with the customer name, I also put the article description in my rows column. Okay, so I pick this up, I put it over here. So now I have article description along with the customer's name. So which customer is purchasing what kind of an item? Along with that, I am having my details over here. Come on, pick the article description and put it in the rows. Now, what is the small plus sign? This plus sign will help me to see the entire details of it. If I don't want to see, I can remove the plus sign from it. I can just uncheck it and my thing will be summarized. The grouping part will be summarized automatically. Okay. If I want to display it, I just have to click on the plus sign and I can do it. If I want to remove this plus sign or the show button. The show button, I don't want it to be there because when I'm preparing my table, I don't want this show button to be there so that my data gets disturbed or anybody does anything with my data. So what do? I remove the show button. From where do I remove the show button? Is my pace sufficient or am I going too fast? Okay, fine. Coming to pivot table analysis, you'll click over here and the show button will go away. See, all the show buttons are gone. So again, if I want to put them, I can just click over there and put the show buttons. So this is the way the show buttons can be added and can be subtracted. This is more of a theoretical part because when we are working with the pivot table, I'm explaining you, it is coming the theoretical part. You can give the name to the pivot table. See here we have a pivot table. So I can say this is customer data. I can give the name customer underscore data. And enter. So this is what is the name of my table. Now again, I remove the description from here. I make it a normal table. I remove the region also from here. This is my normal table. As per the customer data, I'm getting the thing. Now if I want to make the another table, how do I do it? Shift control down, copy this, control C. I come here and I paste it, control V. So another table has been formed. But this time in this table, in the same sheet, in this table, I don't want the customer data. I don't want the same thing. I want it on the basis of the description. So I remove the customer data this time. So based on my products, I'm going to get the total sale of the products. Or if I want to see the count, so I can just come over here. Where's my data gone? Okay, I can right click over here, go to value field settings, and there I can go and select count that I should know that which item is sold how many times. So this is really going to help me out to decide that which is the fast moving item so that I can stock that item. So I can see your kids top, kids t-shirt and man's t-shirt are the most selling item. Otherwise jumpsuit is sold only once, men's jeans is also sold once. So I need to stock my items which is more moving. The fast moving items are kids crop top and men's t-shirt and kids t-shirt. This will help me in taking decisions. Okay. Done with the second pivot table. Can we go ahead? How to choose count option, Anushri? Just right click on this, go to value field settings and select the count option. And click OK. Done? Now what else you can do? Okay, fine. Let's move ahead. I can sort this data. If I want to sort this data on the basis of, so I go to sort option over here, sort largest to smallest. So here I'll get to know that which is the largest item which has been sold, that is men's t-shirt, then is the kids t-shirt, crop t-shirt, then men's track pants, man's coat, and I should stop selling men's jeans and men's kids jumps because that is just a stock which is getting piled up in my showroom. Okay, so this is the way you can do sorting also. I can do the sorting over here also. So I can sort it on the basis of more sort options. I can go to largest to smallest, click OK. If I want to sort it on the basis of name, I'll come to the name column, sort A to Z, it will sort it on the from A to Z. Depending on my requirement, I can sort the data. And that all can be done with the right click option. So that is the reason I told you the right click option is the best friend in the pivot table. Okay, done till here. Now I don't want this headers like this way maximum of sales document, because if I'm preparing a particular chart or if I'm preparing a trend line from this, so I don't want that it has to be maximum of sales document. So I want to change this. So what do? I come over here, I remove maximum and press enter. But see we get an error. I press this enter. Why we are getting error? See what the error reads. Oh God, I did this. Pivot field name already exists. The pivot table will not allow you to keep the field name which is already there over here. So it will ask you to change something. So either you can just leave it as sales and then click OK. Okay. So the whatever the headings you are having over here, you cannot change it with the field name. You can change the header over here, but it cannot be the identical to your field name. Clear with this? Chat. Ma'am, one member is trying to join the webinar, needs admin to allow, she needs message on WhatsApp group. She has message on WhatsApp group that I think so the admin part will look after it. Mishra ji, if you are there, please look into it. Share the link of other Excels, which is useful as I had attended only first 2 lectures due to the work. Not an issue, Neha. All the worksheets and the entire webinar has been shared on the WhatsApp group. So you don't worry. Everything you will be able to get. Just need to join the WhatsApp group. Fine. Continuing with the lecture, done. Okay. So what else we can do with our pivot table? Now in this, according to the sales, I also want to calculate the percentage. I want to know what is the percentage of the sales. So how do I do? Right click on this. First of all, I'll dash hold of the sales document. I'll come over here, I'll put this thing down. Again, one more field. Okay. An additional field I'm going to add first. I'll just pick up the sales, put it again in the values. Right click on this time. Go to show values as. And I'll click on percentage of grand total. So it is going to show me the percentage of a particular sales. So RFI is selling 20, contributing 27% to my total sales. So she is my biggest customer. I need to maintain her. I need to give her extra discounts so that my customer is retained with me. So I can change the name over here. You can go over here and change percentage of sales on the place of sum of sales. You can make it percentage over here, percentage of sales and enter. Okay, so it is going to give me percentage. Now I can format this particular column also. So I select this column, go to conditional formatting, and I keep data bars. What do you mean by data bars? On the place of the percentage, my data bars will be seen. See, this is the data bar which is going to denote that how much sales I'm going to make. If I want to remove the values, I can remove the values from here and show details of only data bars. Over here, I can see, refresh. My conditional formatting has gone. Need to remove the numbers from there. Percentage, custom. One second. Repeat how to do percentage. Okay. What I have done, I'll delete this entire row. I'll show you once again. Quickly, I'll delete the sheet row. Not getting deleted. So I'll remove the row from here. Remove age of. Now I want to put your percentage. So how do I do it? I click my sales. I put it over here. It comes as sums of sales. So I right click on it. Go to value. Go to show as values, and then there I select percentage of grand total. Okay. And to customize it, I need to She was just getting distracted with the chat. Okay. Um, Conditional formatting, we were working on this. So this way we can put the data bars, which is going to decide the colors. Colors, you can choose it from here, whichever color you feel that which is better. You can select that color and put the data bars, which is going to show that what is the percentage of sales. This is the highest percentage of the sales. That is the reason it has covered it. And how the data bars have been put. The highest percentage will be the maximum data bar. And in relation to the highest percentage, all the other percentages have been calculated. So if it is 27.61 is the highest percentage, that will cover the entire cell. And then in relation to 27.61, we'll decide the other data bars. Clear? Now, coming back to our chart system. Oh, no, slicer is left now. Okay, so I come to this. I want to put a slicer. I can add a slicer from here also. I can add a slicer, add slicer. What's a slicer available over here? Pivot table fields. My chat box and my chat thing. Okay. No, the pivot table not here. 1 second. Chat box is really troubling me. Every now and then I have to shift it from here to there. Close down the chat box. Okay. Now suppose if I want to put a slicer for region, so I'll click on region, I'll give a right click and I'll add a slicer from there. Okay. This is the way I can add a slicer. Now if I want to, here all the fields are seen. If I want to see only for Hyderabad, I'll get to know what is sold in a Hyderabad division. So this is the slicer I've linked to this particular table. Now if I want to, okay, first create a slicer, go to particular field, right click on it and add as a slicer over here. Done with this? Done with the slicer here? Okay. Now if I want to link the slicer to two different, both the things. So if, when I'm seeing my row labels, that is my customer, what is this articles, along with the articles, I also want to link that in Hyderabad, who are my customers. So that both the tables, I want to link it together. So how do I do it? I click over here on this, anywhere on this table, give a right click, go to pivot table analysis options. No, not over here. 1 second. Link my slicer. So I need to go to field setting. No. Filters. No. I will not get it at the right click. I need to go to my pivot table analysis. Okay, your filter connections, and there I'll check the region and click OK. Because I have only one slicer as so the minute I change over here, my both the tables together are changing. See, if I'm changing it for Nasik, I'm getting the goods sold at Nasik along with the name of the customers who are there at Nasik. If I'm going for Bangalore, I'll get it for Bangalore, who are my customers and what are the goods sold to them. So I've linked my one single slicer to two of my pivot tables. Okay, done with this. You can again insert a slicer from here also. So if you want to insert a slicer on the basis of date, you can check date and click OK. So you have two slicers now, one on the basis of region and one on the basis of date. Fine. Similarly, if you want to connect this with the thing, again go to pivot table, filter connection. Here you have both. So you need to connect this to filter connection. You check this date one also and click OK. So now when you are working in the date, according to the date you are going to get. So on 24th Jan, you had made sales of kids t-shirt one and that was to Abhimanyu. Okay. So along with this, you can now use this particular thing. Now coming chats again. Okay. Done with this, two slicers. Both the slicers you can link to both the tables. Fine. Creating chart. Again, click. Will filter everything, clear everything, clear everything. Okay. Now coming back to this. Now go to pivot table analysis. Design a chart over here. So you go to pivot table, pivot chart, or you can go to recommended tables also. Go to pivot chart. You can see the cluster chart. This is going to look like this way, where you will be able to see the column chart where the names of the articles have been mentioned over here, and up how many articles have been sold accordingly that has been mentioned. You click OK. This your particular chart is linked to your this table. Count of sales documents. See, here is the header which is of the there that what is this chart linked to. It is count of the sales document. The way we did it in that chart, all those options are available over here. Once you click in the chart, you will get all the options over here: access titles, chart, data labels, data tables, whatever we have done, trend line, everything you will find in this. The functions are same of the pivot chart, which we have done already in the chart. Chat. And please share the sheet of all days at the end in WhatsApp if possible. Tina, sure that will be done. Don't worry. Okay. So done with everything in the pivot table we can do. Is this pivot table clear with you all? What other fields you can choose? How you can do? You can add on pivot tables also in different sheets. Not compulsory in the same sheet. Now coming back to data. Actually this is too much troubling. Okay, we are done with this. I don't explain I am not explaining the chart elements once again because that is waste of time. We have done this on the day one when we were discussing charts. You all recollect that? Okay. Now, if I don't want this two charts over here, so what do? I go to data. There again, I go to insert. And this time I want a pivot table to be created on my own. So I select from table range. Your sales data is my table, which is already over here. Location, I want it on the new worksheet, so I don't need to select any location. If you wanted an existing worksheet, then you have to give the location over here. That where do you want your new pivot table to be there? If you want it on a new worksheet, we'll select new worksheet and click OK. So new pivot table is open. So now this time, whatever fields I want to put, if I want it as per the company name, so I want the company names, what items I'm going to sell, which is the company where I'm having the maximum sales. So I select company name and I select sales data. So according to the company name, this time I'm getting my data. Okay. So I can create as many as pivot table I want to create on a new sheet or on the same sheet, depending on this. Okay, filters I have not shown. Now I have done company name over here, some of the seats. I want to know region wise which company is doing the best. So I put region in the filter. Okay. So over here now you see it is selected all. If I want to see that in Bangalore which companies are doing the best, so I select Bangalore. I'll get to know in Bangalore only 5 companies are working: Crocodile, H&M, Pantaloon, Splash, and Trends. Rest of the companies are not doing any sales in Bangalore. If I wanted for multiple, so I will say select multiple. I'll select Bangalore and Delhi both. So I get Bangalore and Delhi both together. This way I can create as many as pivot tables. Pivot tables I have shown you, you can do a lot with the pivot tables. In vacuum field settings, you can go and select whatever you want to select. All minimum, maximum, product, deviations, numbers, you can count everything in that depending on your data, how you want to represent and what data you want to extract. See, pivot table basically depends that what is the data you want to extract from the whole, what is the information you want to extract from the whole data. This pivot table, pivot means extraction of a small information from a large data. It is up to us that what we want to represent, and accordingly we can create the charts for it, we can create the tables for it. Done with pivot table. Do you have any questions in pivot table? Okay, so we'll take our evaluation sheet. We have hardly half an hour. So we'll close this sheet. Anything else is left in this sheet? Data done, sheet 4 we have done, form we have done. That is just a filling of form. I had a query. Ha, Anushri, please ask your query. How do we know when to use comma or bracket in a formula? See, comma is a separator and when to use an or. And an or, yeah, right. Thank you for reminding me. Two particular things, and an or. What is the formula for and what is the formula for or? So on the new sheet, let me copy some data. Very good, you made me remember. Thank you, Anushri. Shift control C. Over here, control C. And what data do I take? Okay, this is sufficient to explain and or. See, this is not going to make sense, but you will understand what is and function and what is or function. Equal to and includes everything. See, there and means when all the logical things are correct, then only it will give true, otherwise it will give you false. So now my logical function says this is equal to 102, comma. Now you ask me when to use comma. When you want to separate the syntax from one to another. Then you have to separate in the syntax. One part you finish and you want to go to the next part, you are supposed to put comma to go to the next part. Okay. So your logical test 3, we say, is equal to 103, comma, let's, is equal to 104. Close bracket, enter. So I have 3 logical tests over here. If all the 3 logical tests are satisfied, it will give me AND function. I'll just increase the font size of the sheet so it is easily visible to you all. Okay. See here, if all the 3 conditions are fulfilled, it will give me true. If even one condition is not fulfilled, If it is 105, it will give me false. So this is the use of AND function, and the same thing, control C, I paste it down, and on the place of AND function, this time I'm using the OR function. Is equal to OR, open parenthesis. Here. In the OR function, if any one condition is fulfilled, it will give me true. If all the conditions are not fulfilled, then it will give me false. We'll change all the conditions and then it will give us false. Okay? Is there any condition which is satisfying? C3 is not is equal to 1. C4 is equal to 104. Okay, so we need to change that also. We'll change it to 103 and enter. C5 is 105. Okay, so that is also correct. So I need to change that to 106. Enter. See, it is giving me false. So when in OR, if any one of the condition is fulfilled, it will give me true. And in AND function, the same thing. If all the conditions are fulfilled, then only it will give me true. Understood? AND and OR? Okay, fine. Done with this. Let's come to our evaluation sheet. Let me see how many of you have done correctly. My evaluation sheet. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Hello. Achha, anybody was able to find where are the answers? Sheet mein answers mile ya nahi? I've given the answers. Yes, Lipika, very good. Okay. Anushri, when to use bracket and when to use and if we are using two formulas together, that we are doing just now. In this worksheet, we are going to use two or more formulas. Anushri, so that thing will become clear for you. Okay. Lipika, where did you find the answers? At the end. How come you get it at the end? Ma'am, I didn't get this file. This was shared on the WhatsApp group. Did you all get the last sheet of the answers? Then search for it. Is this the sheet which was open for you? Or there was one more tab of answers over here? No, yes. There is a confusion. Please answer me. One more tab was there, then search. Okay, one more tab was there for you all. Now see in this sheet, I don't know how come you all got no answers were not there in the sheet. I don't know, Lipika, how did you get a wrong sheet? No, one more tab. Okay, I think so. There must be some mistake in my posting. That is the reason you got the answers over there. Now in this sheet, the answers are available over. Data validation was the last tab. Okay, fine. Those who have not got the answers, where do you find the answers? The answers are over here only. There they are hidden. Right click on this, go to unhide. I have hidden the answer sheet. So you can hide a particular sheet like this. If I unhide this sheet will be seen at the end. I don't know how come by mistake others have got it, but I tried it to hide it and then send it to you all. Okay. So the answers were there in the worksheet, but they were hidden because the worksheet itself was a hidden thing. They were there in the workbook. Clear? Quickly see the answers which I have given in the mark sheet over here. What we are going to do is going to vary from these answers. these answers are the simple answers. I'm going to do the some calculative work, something which might help you in future where we are using 2 or 3 formulas together. Okay. So data for questions, I think so. People had problem over here. We'll come to it. But the main thing which I want to explain is the rank and the age. Now, if with this formula, what we are going to do, let's do it. What is the answers over here for this? It is sum C2, J2. It is very easy, nothing to explain in this. Okay, equal to auto sum I'm using directly. Enter. And I fix this. I don't need to fix this thing because I have to use my fill handle. Done. One part is done. Percentage, what we have done over here. Percentage average formula we have used. We can calculate average formula. That is also correct. I'm not showing you the average formula. There is another way with which I can calculate average. Okay, rank formula. Okay, let me do what happens with the rank. Your answers in the rank formula. I have not explained you the rank formula. So quickly I'll explain you what is rank formula. Equal to rank. Rank formula and rank EQ formula are the same. EQ is the advanced version of rank formula. So we'll be using rank EQ tab number. On the basis of the total marks, I want the rank to be given. Comma, reference. So I need to select this, shift, control down arrow key. Reference is going to be my this cell. This cell, shift, control down arrow key. That is my reference. I'll block it, F4, because my reference should not change. And order, you have descending order and ascending order. Ascending order means the smallest one and descending order means the largest one. So we'll select the descending order and close. Enter. And see, we will be able to calculate rank. See, this formula is fine enough when you're working it with the employees worksheet. Then on the place of the name of the student, you have the employees performance where you want to calculate the employees performance based on the criteria. This formula is going to work very good. But when it comes to students, it won't work. Why it won't work? Because some of the students might fail in one of the lecture. They might have their totals very good, but in one of the subjects, they might fail. That is also possible. So this rank formula, which I've given in the answer, is not correct. We need to improvise this formula. To improvise this formula, we need to change the average column also. Okay, so here on the place, there is a different way of calculating average. I'll show you how do we do it. Using the if function, we are going to calculate the average. Now, yesterday somebody asked me, ma'am, if function kahan use hota hai? I say if function kahan use nahi hota hai. Everywhere you can use it and see how I'm going to use the if function. If, open parenthesis, my logical text, I say minimum of, and this time I have to select minimum number. So I select from your shift up to the last subject, minimum if is greater than, close the bracket. This bracket minimum is for all the thing, or everything has to be greater than 40. Now when I put comma, see somebody was asking me comma kab lagate hai. See, I want to finish my logical test. So I put a comma. So I go to the next syntax, value if true. If it is true, if all this are more than 40, then I want the average. So how do I calculate average? Using my sum formula. Again, I select the same thing. Shift, same thing. Close the bracket, divided by 800. Each paper is of 100 marks. So this becomes my average, right? We calculate normally the average in the same formula. Addition of this divided by total, comma. And if it is false, what do I want? I wanted to paste it over there, fail. I wanted to paste it over there, fail, enter. Okay, I have not closed the brackets. I need to close the bracket. That is done automatically. I select it. So wherever the student is not failing, he is getting the percentage. Otherwise, he is getting the word fail. Okay. Now see here, this is 39. In this, everywhere you can see above 40. So he is passed, his percentage is calculated. Great. Next line, J Mehta, everywhere above 40, his percentage is calculated. This fellow, 45, 40, 47, 45, 52, 63, doing very good in the first group, 45, 52, 36, failed in one of the subjects. He is considered to be failed. And that is the reason his rank should not be calculated, whereas here in normal rank function, it is getting calculated. So what do I do this time? I change my rank formula. Equal to rank, select the same formula. I'm not going to change the formula. I'm going to change the method of the formula. On the place of total marks, I'll select percentage, comma, and the percentage reference, comma, and order will keep it 0 as ascending, descending, because the highest one we want, enter. We are getting value. Why value? Because rank formula does not accept alphabetic things. The rank formula does not recognize what is alphabetic. It only works good with numbers, because rank is finally a number. So it does not work good with this thing. So what do we do with it? If I want to remove this error, I have a if error option. So I come over here, I add one more if error formula. What does the if error formula say? If error value, this becomes my entire value. Here I put comma. And if it is, there is an error, you give me F. If it is correct, you don't give me anything. You give me the value. Otherwise, you give me F. That is that student has failed. So he was not eligible for the rank. And now when I put this everywhere, see, wherever there are percentages, I'm getting rank. Rest all the places, I'm getting fail. Okay. Now there is a problem over here. That here it is 51%. Still I'm getting first rank. And 53% also I'm getting first rank. So I need to remove this problem also. Why this is happening? Because I have not used my F4 to fix my width. So I need to fix my width over here. So my width which I'm selecting this will not change. And then click enter. And now when I again use my autofill handle, my problem is solved. Clear? Understood this? So in this we have learned 3 formulas. One is how to put minimum formula with the if, including the sum formula. And here, how to use the if error formula if there is an error given in the particular formula. Clear with this? Is this understood, or you want me to explain something again? The syntax has been seen before you, dear. I'll increase the width. You're not able to see my this. Let me increase the font size. Okay. And okay. So now you will be clearly able to see the formula. Want to see the formula in IL2? Okay, L2. L2 we are using if and sum formula along with the minimum formula. See how you place your formulas with each other. That is up to you. That which formula you have to use. You have to apply your logic. When you're using the formulas, don't go through by the name of the formula. Here we could have used average formula. But using the average formula is not giving me the purpose. So in that condition, I use my if formula. That is also going to solve my purpose. So in using formulas, we need to use a logical function. Done with this? Can we go to the question and answers part? Okay. Quickly, which questions are having problem? If bonus of the employees working in the sales department 20,000, otherwise 5,000. So that I have to work it over here only. I had given a bonus column to calculate the column. So if open parenthesis, what is the question? I just forgot. Sales department 20,000. Okay, so if logical test, where is my department? My department is yours, so D2. Okay, D2 is equal to sales. Sales will go into open inverted commas and close inverted commas, comma, because my logical test is satisfied. If it is satisfied, give me 20,000. If it is not satisfied, give me 5,000. Either you can put it in the open inverted commas and close inverted commas, or you can put it as this way also, because Excel understands numbers. So it is not a text, it is a number. You can just put it like this way also without the inverted commas, or you can put it in the inverted commas also. So everywhere where there is no sales department, it is 5,000 bonus. Wherever you find sales department, you get 20,000 as the bonus. Done? Clear queries regarding if question? Come on, next question. Count if, it was done. It was very easy. Count ifs. Somebody said that I don't understand count ifs. Okay, equal to count ifs. So this time we are going to use count ifs. Open parenthesis. What is the question? My question has not been read. Can anybody read it out? Okay. Identify the number of employees working in marketing department having salary more than 1,000. Let's do this over here only, so it becomes easy for us. So control home. I go to the first page. What's this? Here, I've selected this one. Increased it the font size. So you'll be able to see count if. Count if says, so we select the formula from your count ifs. Criteria range. The first criteria is in the department. I select the entire department column, comma. My criteria I want to set is marketing. So I put MKTG, because over here in this line, it is MKTG, which is the marketing department. And the next criteria was the salary should be more than 10,000. So criteria range 2, I select this particular thing, whole column, comma, and the criteria I put more than 10,000. Close, close, enter. There is no one in the marketing department who is earning more than 10,000. How is it possible? Okay, I have selected bonus column. I made a mistake in selecting column. It is bonus column, so nobody is getting in marketing department. Here I need to select H column and then press enter. Let's check. Quickly we'll put filters over here to check whether our answers are correct or not. So quickly put a filter. First filter will be on the department, that we want the department as marketing. Select marketing, got marketing, and then the salary will be, all are getting more than 10,000. Okay. So how many of them are there? So you can use the subtotal function over here to count, or else you can just use the range. And in count at the bottom, see, you can see that it is counting 19. If I select the whole range, it will be wrong. No, dear, it won't be wrong. You can select the range. Here I've selected the whole column because it makes my work easier. We just have little time and I want to complete all the questions. That is the reason I've done it quickly. You can select the range, nothing will be wrong. The only setback which you will be having is that when you add some data to the range, your answers will not be updated because I'm getting 0 when I'm selecting the whole range. Maybe you did the same mistake which I did. You have selected the I column on the place of H column. Ankita, please check the number of column, name of the column which you have selected. In doing it quickly, I just missed it out. I used the I column. It has to be H column. Okay. Going up again, control home. Okay. What is the next question? We had a problem. Sum if is done. Very easy. Come on, quickly say yes or no. Anybody with sum if? Done. Okay. Sum ifs. Do you want me to explain sum ifs? Quickly we'll do it. We'll remove all the filters so we get clear filter from department. Okay. So we are getting our entire thing. Sum ifs equal to sum ifs open bracket sum range. Now it is asking me what do I want to add first. Here it is asking me, read the syntax, it is asking me sum range. What do I want to add? I want to add the salaries. I select salary column, comma. Now it is asking me criteria range. We have not read the criteria. Can anybody please type the criterias quickly in the chat box? First criteria is sales. So the department has to be sales. So criteria range, we go to department. We select the department, comma, and then we give the criteria as sales. Okay. Criteria as sales, comma. Then it is asking me criteria range 2. What is the second criteria? It is range should be south. So where is the south? It is in the region column. So I select the region column, comma, criteria I will give south over here. Close the bracket, or close the open inverted commas, comma. And the third is salary. So again, I have to select salary column, comma, open brackets. Salary should be more than 10,000. So I type more than 10,000, close inverted commas, close bracket, enter. We'll increase the width, we'll get the answer. It is 1,63,500. Quickly, let's find it out. Department sales, okay. Region was south. So we unselect all, select south region, and salary more than 10,000. So here everybody is having more than 10,000. Simply we can select the cells, and here in the sum, see, you can see my arrow key, mouse arrow key. 1,63,500. This is the answer we have got. So done correctly. Okay. Clear filter from region, clear filter from department. Anything else you want me to explain? VLOOKUP was very easy. You had to just keep on adding it using the AND key. Do you want me to do the VLOOKUP? No, fine, very good, thank you. HLOOKUP was also equally easy, not an issue. Answers are given over here. You can still verify those who have not done. Please do HLOOKUP. Okay. HLOOKUP, see here we want rates for container. Okay, what is the first question? Find the rates of the container using HLOOKUP. This is my data, criteria data, and this is the table where I want to put. So is equal to, or what is the lookup value? So first let me type HLOOKUP. Lookup value, what is the common in both? It is the region part which is common. I select region, close the bracket, south, select, using F4 I fix them, comma. Now what I'm finding, rates per container. Where are rates per container? It is in the second row. This is the first row, second row. So I'll type second row, 2, comma, I want exact match. So 0 and close bracket. And I get exact match. So rates for the north, it is 200 in the here you can see this 200 into 61 is 12,200. Employee, what will work? Will work with the same thing. H lookup, tab key, lookup again is going to be the same because it is always going to be the first row of my table array. So my table array starts here, ends over here, comma. This time employee responsible is the third row. So I'll type 3, comma, 0 and close the bracket and I get the employee responsible. North region employee D is responsible. Clear? Data validation, I hope everybody must have done because yesterday we used our half an hour in using the data validation. So we did it very well. Anybody won't have any issues. Once again, I will be sharing the WhatsApp group link because I'm going to share the shortcut entire file. There are many shortcuts which I couldn't show you today in this 4 days because 4 days, I think so even you must have felt that we were rushing through. There was not sufficient time that everything in depth I could take it. We needed more time for this to complete this thing. And there are things which I still wanted to show you, but because of the lack of time, I couldn't do it. So that will be covering up in one after the other. I'll be sharing the links of those videos or the recordings, whatever the way we are getting. If any file has to be shared, I'll be sharing the files also in the WhatsApp group. So quickly, I'll share with you the WhatsApp link.
Janab, I've already shared the WhatsApp link.
Acha, it's done? So, okay,
yeah, fine. I've already shared. And
no
now,
need to share.
Yeah, I've shared already.
Okay, fine. So, any questions now? You all are welcome. It was a pleasure teaching you all. I hope you have gained from this 4 days lecture. You must have learned, you have upgraded your skills. Thank you, Anushri. Thank you for your compliments. I'll keep on updating you with all the latest things. And the thing which you wanted, that depreciation wala for flexible, I'll see that I can make it for you. Don't worry about it. I'll share the file in the group once again. Madam, kindly share the link of all Excel worksheets. Yes, it will be done. Okay, so we shall end the lecture today over here. Off to Kapoor, ma'am. Ma'am, would you like to add on something?
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed learning Excel or brushing the skills up. We'll be doing series of sessions on technology, practical session every month. Make yourself available to join these sessions. And this group, what I have made, that WhatsApp group, please be active on the group so that we can share a lot of information, knowledge. How many courses you will join? So we'll be sharing the shortcut key, the functions, and the updation that is coming in. So that will keep us close to the subject. And
please add Riddhima to the WhatsApp group. Yeah. She has shared her number.
Now WRC with from WRC point, they are going to share, send you the link across to each and everyone. Those who have not joined, please join. So, Madam, CP hours were not taken. I understand, but I have henceforth we'll take care of it because it is the learning sessions. So CP hour was not taken or not approved rather. But then onward, yesterday I proposed that these technical sessions, the special workshop for women, we should give the CPRs also, which will be helpful to all of you, right? Thank you for being an excellent participant and with your support, we could complete this 4 days workshop on Excel. And I think we could have enjoyed more if you would have been physical. That's what
Yeah, definitely.
I
Shortcut
feel,
keys sheet will be shared with you all. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So once everybody join the group, we'll start sharing those notes, little notes every day, so that you can keep up yourself updated. Oh, thank you, everybody, and wishing you all the best. I mean, Navratri hai. May God give you strength and with all women at power. So let's my blessings and good wishes to all of you all.
Thank you, Kapoor ma'am, for your blessings. Thank you, everyone, for your compliments, and thank you. I hope you will apply this in your daily life. Keep updating yourself. We ladies need to update ourselves every now and then.
Let's keep in touch with this group, through this group. But this group is only purely for knowledge sharing. Please do not send unwanted things onto the group. Idima, you'll be getting the link very shortly. I have to note it down your number. If you do not get, you will get the link today within another few minutes. Please join. Okay? So thank you, friends. Wishing you all the best for your future endeavors, and look forward to meet you again in another program. Bye-bye. We are taking your leave, and